Glad to have you with us from Davis Wade Stadium in Starkville, Mississippi. It's the Ohio State Buckeyes and the Mississippi State Bulldogs. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
History was made in Starkville, Mississippi. Did you know that Davis Wade Stadium for the Bulldogs of Mississippi State is the second oldest Division I-A campus football stadium, opened in 1914 as Scott Field? The cowbells are clanging every time you visit Starkville, Mississippi. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Mississippi State about to boot it away as we start the festivities. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know, receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Looking for more room. That was not on the opening script of plays. The turnover as the defense makes a play early.
It's a defense that prides themselves on taking the football away. They believe they could impact this game with turnovers, and they get an interception on the opening drive. Wasn't a big return, but that doesn't matter. They stole a possession, and that is huge for their confidence.
And the sudden change magnified for this defense as it's first and goal. They'll run it with Bothwell. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be second and goal.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
After getting nothing done on first down, second and goal from the 6. Oh, they're after him. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Bulldog. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Looking to the big tight end. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
They're dealing with a second and long. Running inside. It's Jackson. Got enough for the first. Maybe some room here. The 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Buckeyes! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Out of the gun, the inside give. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running a football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Taylor wants to throw it. The screen, he's got wheels. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown him 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Got his man. He'll have enough to give Mississippi State a first down.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
Mississippi State comes out after picking up the first down. Here comes the option. He'll pitch it. Showing off yards. They bring him down. The option run to perfection, and it will move the chains.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
And the Bulldogs have their offense in high gear. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Evans. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
Well, everybody knew this guy was going to get his touches coming into this game, considering he's one of the better receivers in the country. And to start it off, the offense was actually looking the other way. They were looking for other guys to make big plays, but finally they got the opportunity. They were able to find some space to get their best receiver the football. And, guys, that's not going to be the last time. Defense has done a nice job taking it away from them up to this point. The question, though, can they keep it up?
They're working that left side. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Handoff, Fluff Bothwell. Finding some room. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. Touchdown, Mississippi State. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. It's complete to the right. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. And the Buckeyes want to move quickly.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. One of the great programs in the history of the sport, sort of built on the running game, but these days, Ohio State defined by explosive pass plays.
Yeah, and you can call yourself whatever you want. A lot of people claim different things like wide receiver U, but when you look at Ohio State in the past several years, going back 10 years probably, you could pick so many big names of guys who have been superstars, not only at the college level, but also at the NFL level.
The Buckeyes peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. The run inside. It's Jackson. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Running the red zone, it's Jackson. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward now, back to work on second and goal. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And the extra point was good. And after the extra point was good, it's even Steven here in the second quarter. Looking for blockers. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Keeps it on first down. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Taylor wants to throw. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Finally, a defense looks like they're able to break serve here. These offenses have been up and down the field now, these last 2 drives apiece, scoring points. But the sack right there finally puts an end to that, we think. It's setting up 4th down, and that might be a major play so far in this game to give them a lot of momentum moving forward.
Third and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to take off. And he is corralled short of the line to gain. Timeout signaled for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Sayin. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Makes the grab. He gets it up to the 44-yard line. He'll be marked out of bounds right there as this offense continues to roll. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short. Timeout call by the Bulldogs. That's their first. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on fourth down. Couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on fourth. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Man, on 4th and 2, I'm looking at my offensive line. I'm like, you got to give me just a little slither. Great job by the offensive line, blocking up just enough to get the first down, running physically downhill. That's all you want on those 4th and 2 situations.
Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down.
Just got to finish the play through the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Picked up 4 yards on the play. It'll be 3rd and 6. If you didn't have a headache before, you've got one on the way. The cowbell's ringing on this 3rd down in Starkville. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. That penalty puts the defense in a bind. It'll be 3rd and 1. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
And the offense runs the football, and they get the first down. And you kind of get the feeling they've already gone for it on 4th down once. Like, they're going to do it again. And that just puts so much pressure on a defense. Like, to play an extra snap over and over again is really, really difficult. This offense appears to be in an aggressive mode.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Say it. Bring him the heat. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Nothing but green grass down the middle. He's at the 10. Scooped it. Scored it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
You always hear coaches harping on their quarterbacks to keep 2 hands on the ball. That time, he got hit. The ball came free, bounced right into the defender's hands, and he makes them pay, taking it back all the way for a score.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there their chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Throw it, say it. Unleashes it. Makes the grab, it's Jackson. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field, too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
To the air, it's Sayin. Gets rid of it. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
Throws to the wideout. Fires left side, it's Smith. Ohio State calls it second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
Well, when you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And the holder will put it down on the left hash, a 34-yard attempt coming. And the field goal unit is on the field. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Just enough time for one final play of the half. On the option. Got room at the 35. They make the stop. He's got enough for the first down, and now this offense might have a chance to do something. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. He might want another play. Taylor wants to throw it. Might be looking to run. Quarterback gets the first down. Still running at the 40. It's a running room. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. Buckeyes will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
And that just shows you the team speed this defense has. As soon as they identify who's got the ball, they are around and surrounding that ball carrier so quickly.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, but no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. Fields got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Buckeye! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
This is why you consistently run the football, a steady diet, because you can break the long touchdown runs. Nice job breaking through the line of scrimmage, outrunning the rest, getting in for the long touchdown.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. They'll start on the ground with Fluff Bothwell. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Quarterback keep. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And that one stings for this offense, man, because your defense just gave up points. They grabbed the momentum. You're trying to go get it back. And what do? You cough the football up, put your defense right back on the field. They got to answer the bell this time. Last time they gave up points. This time they're going to need to go bail you out and make you look good.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Running inside. It's Jackson. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now.
Makes a grab and room to run. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Trying to run, it's Jackson. Plows through the defense. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, though.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You, keep being aggressive.
The Bulldogs come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll give it to Fluff. Could be an alley. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Hard running there. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
And that's just an example of the defense having a better play call than you have on offense. I like the creativity offensively, but how about the defense having their cornerback in position to make the play?
And the Bulldogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Incomplete. That one battered away at the line of scrimmage.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Finds his big tight end. He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
And it's on 3rd downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
They'll go to the counter play. There he goes. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
Taylor wants to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Evans. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the 1st down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the 3rd. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. We take a moment to look at the stats of what has been a tight ball game. They go back to work with the 1st down in the final period of this one. They'll give it to Fluff. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the 1st and 2nd quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
Back to pass. The screen, he can go. And he picks up the 1st down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Threads the needle. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Mississippi State lines up with a 1st and goal. On the option, the give to the tailback. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward now, back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. Taylor wants to throw it. They've got the screen set up. They don't fall for the screen. Great job retracing and stopping him at the line of scrimmage.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense, playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You got to take shots offensively.
On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
What a 3rd down stop by this defense. 3rd down and goal, no problem. You know that guy. Every time he touches the football, you hold your breath because he's so dynamic at the quarterback spot. They were ready, and they forced the 4th and goal.
You got all 3 timeouts left in your back pocket. You're down a possession here late in the 4th quarter. You do not have to kick an onside kick. Trust your defense. You use your timeouts wisely. You can have a lot of time left on offense to go and win this game.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They want that clock to run. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. Might have a chance. The 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Ohio State. He scores for the 5th time in this game.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. And with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Taylor wants to throw. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
And the Buckeyes racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll run it. It's Jackson. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. And while the game is all but decided, why not try to get another one if you can? That's part of the fun, right? Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Here's Sayin to throw. Looking to the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Defense making the play. Hey, never hurts to pad the stats on D either, right? And they'll be able to run out the clock.
You know, could that be the play that changes the momentum now in this game? Remember, they're down, and it seems like the opponent's got this game in hand, but because of that interception, could that be the play now that generates the momentum to give them a spark to maybe come back and steal this game?
Looking downfield on first down. Got a man. It's West. And that will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. You're going to hear guys after this game say, got to work harder, got to be more intense. You know, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets. And it seemed to me that's what happened out there today.
Yeah, it just never really got into a rhythm for this team. There's no doubt they've got a lot of very talented players on both sides of the ball. So, David, I don't think this is a situation where they need to now freak out and try to reinvent things on either side of the football. Just being in better rhythm early and trying to find that in their next game, I think would go a long way.
Yeah, and it's just finding a couple of those plays. What do I do really, really well? Let's continue.